I'm tired of seeing Palestinian children being slaughtered by Israeli soldiers, and I'm fed up with seeing modern-day David. You know, they're being cut down by their proverbial Goliath, running through fire with a rock in his hand. And before he can even sling it in the air, you know, those bullets, they just rip into his body, and he hits the ground and crumbles like paper. And somewhere in the distance, I can almost hear Rodney King, you know, he's asking us all, why can't you just get along? And I've wandered through Belfast streets, and I've seen how Protestants and Catholics, they were separated by tanks and barricades, and even though they worship the same God, I've seen the venom in their children's eyes, and how they chanted nursery rhymes of annihilation without really knowing what the words meant, or maybe even worse, they knew exactly what those words meant. And because of them, I'm running with them and then from them in the jungles of Liberia, who, if they manage to catch me as a member of the wrong side of the wrong tribe, will most surely disfigure my face and rape my sisters, and torture my father, and kill my brothers. And I'm not reading the history books of 100 or even 50 years ago, but I'm merely pulling out my remote control, and I'm clicking away on CNN as I hear about another 500,000 Hutus killed by Tutsis, or was it Tutsis killed by Hutus, to the point that I'm just like Amadou Diallo, just trying to pull out my wallet and identify myself and say, officer, I'm just like you. If I think the reason why these Israelis are so afraid of those young Palestinian faces is because they see no fear of death in their eyes, to the point that I'm myself am so damn jealous with the way that those young kids are living with such purpose in their short lives. To be unafraid of death is to truly live. Or as Guevara said, real revolutionaries are guided by great feelings of love, but in this case I can't seem to see the difference between love and hate. As revenge against Israelis becomes the way to remember, as retaliation against terrorists becomes the way to reconcile, as we let thousands upon thousands upon thousands of Slovenians, Slovakians, and Muslims be systematically wiped out in a genocidal Holocaust in 1994, not 1944, to the point that it gets so crazy that I'm myself, when driving down the road and somebody cuts me off, the first thing I do sometimes is take the one thing that's different about that person and irrationally hold that difference against them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That guy that just cut me off becomes that fat guy that becomes that fat black guy that becomes that fat nigger. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't use a person's class, color, creed, sex, sexual orientation, or size against them in a world where hating has literally become easier than loving, in a world where preachers preach from their bully pulpits about how homosexuality is a sin against God, and then Protestants instantly aghast as the shepherd lies Christ-like on the cross saying, please stop, you're killing me, man, and I was only trying to love you. And somewhere in the distance I can almost hear Rodney King, you know, he's still begging us all, why can't you just get along? Well, right now I can't even hear the man because there's still too much blood on my television screen.